Okay. Hi, this is Rich. Let's talk about having salmon with cauliflower rice. Super simple recipe, and it doesn't cost very much. Salmon seems to cost a lot of money until you realize that you can cook it at home and make it very cheaply. So the first thing I did was I took the cauliflower, which we got at Costco, and rinsed it. Now I'm putting it in my food processor. If you get a whole cauliflower head, you just want to cut it up into pieces about that size and put it in your food processor. If you don't have a food processor, you can actually do it with a knife very quickly too. Just use the chop feature. You want the size to be about the size of a grain of rice. So now we're going to season the rice, and what you want to do is figure out what seasonings work best for you. I love putting onion powder and garlic powder on everything. I put it on almost everything, and it really tastes good. And then extra virgin olive oil. I'm using, I don't know, between 1 tablespoon and 2 tablespoons, I'm guessing, but notice I'm not measuring. I just kind of pour it in, and it tastes good. You'll get the sense as you're mixing it up if it doesn't look like the seasoning is attaching to the rice, to the cauliflower very well. You might want to use a little more olive oil, but and you can use any kind of other oil you want too. I just like olive oil. All right, now we want to remove the skin from the salmon. And all you'd have to do is pour boiling water over it, and it will cause the skin to start to curl, and you'll be able to peel it right off. Don't use too much water. You don't want to start cooking the salmon, so you want to use as little as you can get away with. I probably could have used a little more water. If I had it in the pan, I would have. I struggled just a little bit to start peeling this off, but once it started to come, it came off quite nicely. I like this better than cooking it first and then trying to get the skin off later. But you do what you want to do. All right, I need to get that out of the way. Now, normally I would do this over the sink, so I wouldn't be dragging pans of hot water across the counter. But for the camera, I had to do it on the countertop itself. Now I'm going to put tinfoil in there. I'm going to put the cauliflower down. I'm going to spray some nonstick spray first, just so it doesn't stick to the tinfoil. And I'm going to put the cauliflower rice, and we're going to roast it. For the first part, we're going to go 15 minutes at 425 in the oven, and we want to do it a total of 25 minutes. So we're going to stop with 10 minutes left. Now we're going to divide the salmon into serving pieces. Notice this, my pieces are probably a lot bigger than you would choose, so you do you. The first thing you do is you put olive oil on top so that the spices stick well. Again, I'm going to use garlic powder and onion powder. I'm going to flip it over, and I'll put on some more oil, and this time I'm just going to put on lemon pepper. I think lemon pepper is a great season for fish. Okay, so this 15 minutes have passed now, and the cauliflower is not done, but it's well on its way. Notice it's starting to char a little bit. That's looking really good. Now I'm moving everything over to one side so I can put the salmon in. I can finish the cauliflower and the salmon together for the last 10 minutes. Again, at 425 degrees. So I'm going to put the salmon in. I want to make sure that the skin side down, so I want to be able to put lemon pepper on the other side, or on the flesh side. And so again, I put in some lemon pepper, some more olive oil. Cook for 10 minutes, 425, and it's done. And it smells wonderful. All I have to do is plate it now, and I'm going to take 2 nice sized pieces. It's delicious.